Hey guys, and welcome to Breakdown. I know it's been a long time. I take forever to do reviews, but I feel like the only time I feel like doing a review is when something happens. And something happened. We had NXT Takeover, what was it? War Games 2. And then we had Survivor Series 2018. So I'm going to do two different videos, and they're both going to go up probably on the same day. I'm just putting them up. I'm reviewing them. Whatever. Let's talk about NXT TakeOver War Games 2018, Part 2. Well, there wasn't two parts in 2018, but Part 2 took place in whatever. So let's start with how it... Now, I know there's probably stuff that's going to happen on NXT that actually happened at the show. I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is basically what happened on the pay-per-view roster. Interesting to see Matt Riddle. Here is something that I will tell you guys. I have never seen Matt Riddle. The only thing no, that's a lie. I've seen him battle the rough Japanese guy. I saw a video that the only match I've ever seen him is a no ropes match with him and what is that rough guy in Japan, the New Japan guy they always talk about. He's an old bastard who can fight you like no other, and that's what I saw. So Matt Riddle versus him. I'm blanking. His name is like right there, but for some reason it's not coming out. Anyways, that's the only thing I've seen on Matt Riddle. So seeing him knock out Cassius Ohno in like 2 seconds was pretty awesome. Am I impressed with him? I don't know. Like, I want to see more of him because his promo skills seem to be pretty decent. Better than Ricochet's, I will say that. And that's... Ricochet needs to work on his promo skills. That's all I'm saying. He's a little bit rough on that. That's what Ricochet really needs to work on before he gets up to the main roster. I think he'll get his promo stricken by the time he gets up to main. But Matt Riddle's is pretty good. His in-ring work, like I said, I didn't really see much. All I seen was him, and I saw a little bit of clip of NXT. I didn't really get to see him wrestle on NXT either. I seen a little bit of it, but I haven't really seen in depth like how good he is in the ring. From my perception, kind of from not seeing a whole lot, he kind of seems like he might be like a male Shayna Baszler kind of thing, coming in and trying to do MMA while he's wrestling and things like that, which sometimes translates and sometimes doesn't. But I'm excited. Cassius Ohno either needs to state that he's not going anywhere or he needs to get called up. I mean, good Lord, what's this guy doing? I think they've gotten past the whole overweight thing. Now they have like different people on the main roster, like Kevin Owens, and who else is like that? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Kane's pretty bad, really, right now. You see him wrestle, big old gut hanging out. I was like, oh God. I mean, it's not really. Pro wrestling isn't about that. Like. But he's, I don't know, Cassius Ohno let himself go. But he can still go, but he's a big boy. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, it's what it was. Quick match, start, takeover. Wasn't even announced. It was just happened. Then we got the women's match, which is kind of weird. I think the only reason, in my mind, the only reason why they had that little match, because they didn't want the women's title match to look like they didn't care about it, and that's why they put it on first. But this match is pretty good. My whole thing about Shayna Baszler is that I haven't seen enough of her well-rounded. Like, her promos are okay, but there's something missing. Like, there's something missing with the whole Shayna Baszler package. And I don't know what it is, but it just seems like something is missing. I enjoy her in the ring, but it seems like, I don't know if it's her opponents or they're not clicking. She's not clicking with her opponents or what, but something just seems off every time I see her in the ring, on the mic. On the mic's not so bad. She's getting pretty good at her promos, but in the ring it just seems like something just doesn't click. Something's not right. Maybe I'm the only one that sees that, but something to me just seems off about her. Good little program. You had, the horsewomen interfering in the match. And I would say this is the end of Kairi Sane, pretty much. I don't know if she's going to get called up. I would say if they get Lars Sullivan going to Raw, which, spoiler alert, I mean, it aired on Raw, so. But the promo would air on, and I don't think we even seen him on Takeover. But the promo aired, a hype promo for him coming soon aired on Survivor Series. So with Lars going to Raw, most likely, I would say that Kairi Sane might go to SmackDown. I don't know why, but the only thing is, like, silently, does anybody else see, like, teams happening? Like you kind of see them forming. They're not saying anything about a tag team title in the women's division, but silently, there's, like, teams of 2 women, like, pairing up. And you see it just silently happening on Raw and SmackDown. And it's like, so are they going to have a tag team title for the women? And how is that going to work? My whole thing is, if they do that, and I'm not going to go into big rant about it, but my thing is, if they do that, are they going to just have it be inter-brand? Or is it going to be like one for each brand? I would say it'd just be inter-brand. And, you know, at the Big Four, maybe they defend it against some other team on the other show. Or it would just be like randomly, like, if the wins add up, they get a shot at the belt. I don't know how that would work. I think it'd be pretty much like whoever has the best record would get the shot at the title. I think that's what it would be. That would be interesting. But I see it happening. I think within the next couple... I think within this year, in 2019, I think we will see a women's tag team title introduced, because they got too many women. Like, they got to do something. It's like, they got to do something, man. But I see that happening. More women's stables, and we're going to see women tag teams. And like I said, you're already seeing it already. That's why I'm like, what are they doing? They're doing something, because you see... What was it? Bailey and Sasha, which, why are you going to put them in the tag division? That's just wrong. Anyway, I mean, if they're going to have them win the first ever women's tag team title, cool, awesome. Good thing to put in the history books. I mean, it's not the first ever. They've had them before, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? To reintroduce it. To have them be the, you know, of our generation, the first women's tag team champion. That'd be kind of cool. But... yeah, the women's match, it was a pretty good match. It was back and forth. It was probably the shortest match, but rumblings of Shayna being kind of hurt. That Evolution, I think that happened like 2 weeks before this, or 2 or 3 weeks before this. So, I don't know, that could have played an effect. But I mean, it was a decent match. Probably the worst match on the card, which it's saying something. It was pretty good. And then I'm trying to think which one was next. It was the Velveteen and... No. That was main event. Well, yeah, sort of. Double main event. Then we got... Okay, hold on. There's 4 matches. So blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there was Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. Holy crap. You talk about match of the year. I don't know. That was pretty damn good. Like, when you start talking about matches of the year, you gotta think of all the aspects of what happened, you know. The build up to it, which I didn't really see a lot of it, but I know it was good because I seen the program before the match started, which is really good because that kind of knows, you know, okay, well, did they do a good job introducing the story? And if they did, they could tell you it really, really quick, and you don't even have to watch like NXT on a weekly basis because it'll tell you the story and it'll make sense. And it did. It made a whole lot of sense when they did the promo package back of everything that happened. So that was really, really good. The story they told in the ring was amazing. The moves they did in the ring was crisp. I don't think, if I remember, there may have been like one minor botch, really, kind of, but not really that bad. Like, there was no major botches in the match. Kudos to them. The match was fast-paced, and it was really, really done at a deliberate pace to make the match interesting. So, kudos to those guys, getting out there and busting their ass and showing what they can do. And I think that if Triple H sat down and wanted to show Vince McMahon what NXT in the current states it is in, this might be a good showing of pretty much the main guys on the roster right now. Bar the other people, I would add clips of Keith Richards in there and other stuff. But, I mean, you had a good showing for pretty much everybody that was on the roster. Had a good showing at this card. You know, even all the way down from Cassius Ohno selling incredibly for Matt Riddle, all the way up to the guys in the War Games match, showed a lot of stuff in that match. But this was a great match. Johnny Gargano looked really good. Aleister Black looked really good. In the end, of course, Aleister has to come out on top. What's this mean for Aleister Black? I would say he's going to get a shot at the title. I kind of, this is what I kind of think is going to happen. Something is going to happen with him. It's going to sidetrack him for the Rumble. I don't know who he's going to face at the Rumble. Maybe Johnny Gargano. Maybe they're going to do another match. I thought they'd be done, but this was only their first one. So maybe they'll do one more. And then at Mania is where I see Aleister getting a shot at the title. Unless he gets 2 shots at the title because something fishy happens at the one at the Royal Rumble. That's the only thing I could see. I can see Aleister Black going up after WrestleMania. Because you know you always have a big call-up after WrestleMania. This year we really didn't get it. I think we got Sanity and we got... who else did we get? We got Sanity and we got somebody else pretty much. Sanity was in the draft, I think. Yeah. But I don't remember who was the main one after WrestleMania. I think it might have been AOP. Oh, yeah, it was AOP. I think it was AOP this year. But really, I think that was it. So it wasn't really that many call-ups. But I think Aleister Black is going to be one going up after Mania. That makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe Velveteen will as well. I kind of see maybe Velveteen going to SmackDown. They're going to be on Fox. It's going to be a very, very, casual fan kind of thing. And I think he would get over with the casual fans. Aleister Black is more of a hardcore, hard-hitting. He can rumble with the big boys. And I think he would do a lot of good. Reignite his feud with Lars Sullivan when he shows up. Maybe even has him as a bad guy and have him attack somebody. I don't know. I see Aleister Black being a big, big force in the WWE. This is what I kind of think. I think Aleister's going to get hurt like as soon as he gets on the main roster. Because he's been pretty good. He just came back from an injury, but I feel like something's going to happen on the main roster like as soon as he gets there. And it's going to plague his career. It sucks. I don't want that to happen. But anyway, yeah, great match. Awesome match. Like I said, contenders for match of the year. Then we got Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa. Holy crap. This match, I knew this was going to be a good match, okay? I didn't think it was going to be this good. So, going into this match, I'm like, these guys are awesome, At the beginning, I'm like, oh my God, like, they have chemistry. Like, I can see them building up another match with Tommaso Ciampa and Velveteen Dream. I think it would be amazing. The other member that I think might go up, the other 2 guys, I don't know when they're going to go up to the main roster, is Gargano and Ciampa. I know Ciampa will go up probably in 2019. It's got to happen. He's too good to stay on, NXT. Gargano, I don't know. Is Gargano one of those guys that they see never leaving NXT? Because they talk about that maybe some people won't want to leave NXT and they're not going to make them. That they might just make a home on NXT. And when they eventually do, want to get called up, or Ben says, hey, I really want that guy, tell him I'll offer him this much money to come to main, they may go, oh, okay, you really want me to come to main then because you're offering me a lot of money. Maybe Gargano is one of those guys. I don't know. But yeah, this is a great match. Everything back and forth. I don't know what really to say about it other than Ciampa doing his heel work. Still at the greatest. At one point, oh my God, like, this is what I like about Ciampa, is he does things that I think are not scripted. And the people that don't know he's going to do it. And he probably, apologizes later or, whatever, but he said it just happened on the fly, and he knew that if he did it, he would get heat. When he threw papers at Mauro Ranallo's face and like started pretty much yelling at him, like, oh my God, like this dude, like he needs to be on Maine. I'm telling you right now, get him on there now. Like if you talk about a guy who could be the guy that, let's say you get, I almost want to say Seth Rollins, man. Let's say Seth Rollins wins the title, and Ciampa, leading up to WrestleMania 36, he just gets on Raw, okay? I know people are like, why did you put Ciampa on Raw? Let's just say he gets on Raw, and somehow he manages to win the Royal Rumble. Hook or by crook, at WrestleMania 36, Ciampa walks out with the title. Because he's been prodding and picking at Seth Rollins and the heel heat extreme. I mean, we're talking about like they literally have to escort Ciampa to the ring like every match he has on Raw. That would be the best way to portray Ciampa coming onto the main roster is that he has to have detailed security because he has so much heat on him coming to Raw. I want him to do something so dastardly before he leaves NXT, like attack William Regal and like brutalize him. Like I want it to be fake brutalizing. I don't want it to be real brutalizing. But I'm talking about like blood packets, like, and have him standing over Regal and have them find Ciampa that he beat Regal up, and have that be the way he goes out, and have Triple H show up on NXT and say, "You're going to Maine because I'm dealing with you next Monday on Raw." And then you have Triple H and Ciampa wrestle on Raw. That would be amazing. Have Ciampa beat Triple H his first night in the company, but have him do it like a screwy way. Oh my God. Think about that. Anyways, Ciampa Bodhi Dream, awesome match. If you didn't see it, you gotta watch it. Not as good as Aleister Black and Gargano, but it was pretty good. Pretty good. Average, decent NXT match. Then the War Games match. War Games match is kind of weird. Like, the way they did it, the dumb thing with the lock was interesting. They could have did it a different way. I wasn't really a big fan of that. But, yeah, that's what it was. It's what it was. I probably won't record the Survivor Series 2018. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. But, yeah. Anyways, the War Games match, like I said, it was pretty good. Everybody did a great job, though. I think, this is my thing, like, Hanson went in there, and I'm telling you, I don't think we've seen War Raiders at a Takeover. Like, they have not been on a Takeover, I don't think. This was amazing. Like, this is a good showing from them. And I think that they will probably have the tag titles by the next time Takeover comes around for Rumble. I kind of see them beating Undisputed Era. That'll probably happen at next Takeover, probably. They'll probably take the titles. I kind of don't know when Undisputed Era is going up. Who knows? The only thing I could see is maybe happening is that maybe Undisputed goes up next year. Not 2019. They'll go up in 2020. I don't know if they'll go up yet. I think they got that, or they may go up at SummerSlam. I think they have to have a story ready for them. If they have a story in place, I think that's when they'll go up. But I think they'll go up probably at the end of 2019 or something like that. I think it'd be cool if they debuted in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal next year at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania 35, 36. WrestleMania 36, have them be in the Battle Royal, debut there, and then they're on the main roster. Have them win the damn Andre the Battle Royal. That's what I would have them do. Screw it. Have them win the damn thing. That'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. But yeah, the War Games match is really good. Surprisingly, the good guys went over. Ricochet, War Raiders, and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne evidently was injured, so he didn't wrestle as much, but he wrestled a decent amount. He did his finisher, so kudos to him for doing that. Hopefully he gets better. So I guess he's injured, and the other guy was injured. They're supposed to take the title off on that thing. So hopefully everybody gets better with the UK and get back on track. But yeah, NXT TakeOver, War Games 2, amazing pay-per-view. I was excited. 4 matches, technically 5, but Do we really count the Riddle match? He just not going well, pretty much. That was it. I guess it counts as a match. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking. Keep on watching NXT, baby. Later.